Welcome to Iconic Movie Reviews. My name is Shane, and today finally I get to be talking about Venom. So this movie review is going to be chock full of spoilers. If you haven't seen this movie yet, I encourage you to pause this video, go out to the movie theater, watch it first, then come back and unpause this movie. Alright? Okay, so you've been warned. So let's talk about the end of the movie. The end of the movie, we see Eddie Brock riding his motorbike to prison. We know, if we've read any comics, that this could be none other than Cletus Cassidy. And when we see Woody Harrelson behind the prison cell, it's actually pretty cool because he has the wig on and all this kind of stuff. And when he says to Eddie Brock, he says, "When I get out of this prison, there's going to be carnage." It was like, yes, they're bringing carnage to this universe. So I think that's going to be exciting. So the director, Ruben Fleischer, actually directed Zombieland. And that was his first movie that he directed. And I thought it was a fantastic, dark movie. I hate clowns. Clowns, I can't stand clowns. I'm afraid of clowns. I will admit it, I'm afraid of clowns. I don't like clowns, period. But he did this movie Zombieland and it was fantastic. Woody Harrelson was great in that movie, and Ruben Fleischer was actually quoted as saying that he actually wanted to work with Woody Harrelson again, and he thought it would be great to see him work with Tom Hardy. So that's exciting because, of course, the rumors are that Tom Hardy signed on for a second and third movie. The only downside that, with regards to this movie, was I was hoping that it was going to incorporate Spider-Man, because in my head, when I was a kid growing up and reading all the comics, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, got whisked away to another planet for the Secret Wars. He got introduced to the black suit, and after the war was over, he was allowed to keep the suit, came back, and it was kind of cool because, he'd always wear this black suit. But the thing was, at night, Peter Parker would go to sleep, and then the suit would creep out of the closet and attach itself to Peter Parker and go out and kill people and cause crimes, all that kind of stuff. And Peter Parker would wake up in the morning, and he'd be exhausted, and then he realized that this was actually a living suit, a symbiote. That's the first time we ever heard of anything like it. Now in the comics, they build a whole universe around all the different symbiotes. You got Riot, you got Scream, you got Carnage, which are like basically offspring of Venom. They don't really address that here. Here we see Riot as more of a general. In the comics, he was more of a follower. But I actually like that. I like the idea that Riot's in charge, and his mission is to try and get off this planet, as he's gathered enough intel in order to bring all the other symbiotes from another planet back to Earth and invade us, basically cause a huge invasion once he gets enough intel to know which people they can host with. So that's pretty good. I like that whole idea. I like the fight between Eddie Brock, Venom against Riot. I thought that was cool. There were some scenes where when they were fighting, they were morphing together and then they were being ripped apart, and you can see Eddie Brock underneath Venom and you can see Dr. Drake underneath Riot. I thought that was pretty cool. Things that I didn't like in this movie, I just felt that Riz Ahmed, who plays Dr. Drake Carlton, I thought it was just weak. Michelle Williams is the love interest for Tom Hardy's character, Eddie Brock. She portrays Anne. I thought it was weak as well. The only saving grace is the one scene where she becomes She-Venom. They don't really address that. They don't show how that happened. I'm assuming if all the rumors are true, there's about 40 minutes left on the cutting room floor, and I think that's all the kill scenes of Venom biting people's heads off. Maybe an introduction to how Anne became the She-Venom. I think that's going to be in like a director's cut if they ever release that. I think they could go a little bit darker, especially in the next movies. hoping they don't stay at PG-13. So this could have been a better movie if it was R-rated. Wasn't. This is what we got, so there you go. Overall, I would say this movie, I'd probably give this movie about a 7.5 out of 10. It seems to waver between 7 and 8. But is it a movie that you can see in movie theaters? Definitely. I encourage you to see it in IMAX. If you don't see it in the movie theater, definitely buy the movie. I'm going to buy the movie. I think it's worthwhile to see. There are some movies that I'll probably never see again. This one I definitely will see a second time. So there you go. Hope I didn't miss anything. So that's my review of Venom. Hope you like this. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please subscribe. Let me know your comments as well. What did you like about the movie? What didn't you like? Hopefully I've touched on some stuff. Really, I could do a movie review for like an hour. So I'm trying to cut it short. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate your time.